Hello, everyone. This is the most intelligent and magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I'm back at it with another character review, and this time it's going to be on the current Mythic Battle Pass Gold Mythic Noor. And I figured, you know what, why not? Noor is pretty popular at the moment, even though a whole lot of people really don't have her yet. The most somebody might have her is, one copy at the current moment, but I figured I would go ahead and go over her and give you my thoughts on her. Now, if you want to buy a battle pass, I would say this is 100% a battle pass to buy currently right now. I think it's going to be a really good one to go ahead and buy. And the weapon too. That would be a really good weapon to go ahead and buy as well. And before we get started, I hope all of you are doing good and staying safe out there. I'm doing fine, and I'm staying safe for the most part. And I don't think we should waste any more time. I think we should go ahead and jump into this character review, shall we? Noor, Road to Survival 2. Her trait is Alert. Her role is Medic. And her allegiance is a member of the Road to Survival 2. Now let's take a look at her stats. Her attack stat is 10,040. Her defense is 17,571. And her HP is 22,591. Trust me, that HP can definitely has the potential to really go up. We will get into it for sure. Now let's take a look at her adrenaline rush. Trauma Surgeon. The recharge rate is 66 AP. That's pretty much the standard for most gold mythics. Revive 2 teammates with 75% of their max HP. 3 enemies get 20% of this character's max HP in trauma for 2 turns. So, this adrenaline rush is really good. I mean, she's reviving up to 2 teammates with 75% of their max HP. So that's a lot of HP that she's picking up. You know, that the 2 teammates that are getting revived, that's going to be a lot of HP that they're going to get back from being revived. And plus, 3 enemies are getting 20% of Noor's HP in trauma for 2 turns. You could just imagine the crazy numbers on that trauma depending on how much HP Noor would potentially have. And you guys are going to want to build her to have heavy amounts of HP, and Noor's not really running around right at the moment, but when she's at LB3 and fully maxed out, the numbers of that max HP it's going to be crazy. I could just imagine. And the number of the trauma from her max HP, those numbers are going to be pretty insane as well. And you could potentially take out 3 enemies with how insane that trauma potentially could get. So that's a very good adrenaline rush right off the bat, for sure. Now let's take a look at her signature move. Neck Brace. The initial cooldown is 1 turn. Number of cooldowns 2 turns. Number of uses unlimited. This character gets 50% decapitation resistance for 3 turns and 50% halo for 3 turns. This signature move, it's crazy because, this character will get 50% decapitation resistance and 50% halo all in the same 3 turns. I mean, she's going to be hard as hell to take down. If you cannot, you guys, we're going to have to try to take down Noor as early as possible, if that's possible, because if Noor just goes off in raids or war, you might as well flee. That's it. You're pretty much done. Just because of the potential of the healing, the halo, just her whole kit for a Battle Pass toon. It's one of the better Battle Pass toons in a long while, for sure. So, like I had said, if you want to buy a Battle Pass, this potentially could be a Battle Pass that's not could be. I would say this is a Battle Pass 100% worth buying. I would absolutely understand if a huge portion of the player base bought this specific Battle Pass for this character. It would be absolutely justifiable for sure. Very good adrenaline rush, very good signature move. There's other parts of her kit we'll get to for sure. Now let's take a look at Noor's mythic abilities. Spirit. 20% of all healing performed by this character is also granted as bonus HP. Now, oh man, with her specialist skill, that's going to work very well with Spirit. So, I would definitely recommend leveling up Spirit, especially on this character, because if you don't get the early advantage on Noor somehow, and you don't take her out as early as possible, you might as well hit that flee button. It's going to be rough when Noor is eventually going to be LB3, and when she's out there in raids and war, it's not going to be a fun time for sure. So Spirit's definitely going to work with this kit for sure. Healthy. 70% max HP. Think of that. 70% max HP. I would 100% level that up because you're giving her even more HP than she already has on her base stats, on her weapon, potentially behind a leader with HP. Like I say, she potentially is going to have crazy numbers, crazy amounts of HP behind her base stats, mythic ability, weapons, certain leader skills. She's going to be pretty hard to take down, so healthy is going to be a very good one for this kit for sure. Always prepared. At the start of each wave and turn, heal this character by 70% of their max HP. Again, I would recommend leveling this one up. It's going to be really good. And it's just going to, it's going to reinforce what I was saying. It's just going to be really hard to take her down because at the start of each wave and each turn, this character's almost getting her full HP at 70%. That's, it would be better if it was 100%, but trust me, 70% HP healing that every turn is nothing to sneeze at. Oh man, it's very good. We haven't even... Most people might only have one copy of Noor right now if you have bought the Battle Pass early on, which I could definitely see people doing. Actually, one of my subscribers had told me that he had bought the Battle Pass early on just because of the crazy potential of Noor, which, hey, I told him cool, and, I absolutely understand why he did. She's going to be a pain in the ass, for sure. So, yeah. And we finally have Staying Alive. At the start of each turn, 80% chance to heal one other teammate for 50% of their max HP for the rest of combat. Okay, this one's an interesting one because this one isn't necessarily benefiting Noor. This one is benefiting a teammate, and from how it's worded, it's going to be a random teammate. So I would definitely think about Staying Alive. I don't think that one's 100% necessary for Noor, but I would say Spirit, Healthy, and Always Prepared are 100% necessary for this character to work, to get the absolute most out of Noor. But Staying Alive, I think, is up to you, because that 50% max HP for the rest of combat, it all depends. It's random, so I would say that's up to you for sure, but she doesn't have bad mythic abilities at all. Now, let's take a look at her specialist skill, Overheal 2. If this character were to be healed over 100% HP, this character and all teammates get bonus HP equal to 50% of the amount healed over 100% HP, regardless of any heal reduction affecting those teammates. This is what I'm saying. I'm sure eventually down the road it's going to be possible to take out Noor, but once people have all 5 copies of her and have her all the way leveled up, have a certain weapon on her behind, her being behind a certain leader and all of that, in the early stages of Noor, it's pretty much going to be near to impossible to take her out because of the potential crazy amounts of HP she can be getting. And with her specialist skill, good luck with that. Very good for this character. Like I said, if you want to buy this battle pass, this would be a battle pass worth buying. Especially if you haven't bought a battle pass in a long while. This would be a battle pass I would recommend buying, especially if you haven't bought one in a very long time. And I could see more than... I'm just going to give a rough number. I could see more than 85% of the player base buying this battle pass. That's just a rough number for those players if they haven't already bought the battle pass. I know of at least 2 people that have already bought the battle pass already. But yeah, I'm just going to say I think 85 to 90% of the player base is definitely going to get this battle pass. That's all I'm going to say, because this character, it's going to be a pain in the ass to take her down. And Noor has a default weapon, so you could just put whatever you want into her hands. Like I said, along with this current battle pass, there's a defensive pistol that has 40% HP, 30% defense, and I believe it has focus stun. I would say, if you're going to buy this battle pass, I would definitely go ahead and buy that weapon. I think there's a offer on the web portal for $20 where you can get both battle pass keys for the character and for the weapon. I could definitely see people doing that. Like I said, I could see a lot of people buying both keys for the weapon and for the character, because this weapon currently, it goes perfectly with Noor. And obviously, it's pretty simple how you want to build her up. HP, and I would give her some defense too, but the number one main focus, definitely bring that HP up as high as you can get it, while potentially giving her some defense. Obviously, she doesn't have any attack capabilities. She's merely defensive medic, and she could get crazy amounts of HP. Now, the question is, will I be buying this battle pass? And my answer is no. And the only reason I won't be buying it is because I'm not going to have the money for it. Yep. That's my only reason. That's the only reason why I'm not going to be buying the battle pass, because I'm not going to have the money for it. Oh well, I know she's going to be really good. It's just a game. It'll be fine. There will be another epic Mythic Battle Pass tune in the future, and who knows, maybe I'll be able to afford that one. Or, who knows, maybe Noor will come back around in a future Battle Pass, because I believe they said that Gold Mythic Scotsman was going to come back around in a future Battle Pass, so potentially the same is true with Noor. So, yeah, like I said, I see between 85 to 90% of the player base getting this Battle Pass. For sure, I could see that number going up, to potentially getting not only the character, but also getting that weapon, because I'm telling you, that weapon is going to go really well. It's going to go really good with Noor, for sure, because it already has a bigger HP stat off the bat. So why not? You might as well, if you're going to go, I would say, if you're going to go ahead and buy this Battle Pass, I would go ahead and get the weapon. That way, you already have a good amount of HP set on the weapon already at the start of it, and you can just keep building on that HP. It's definitely going to be worth buying this particular Battle Pass. And I know it's going to be a pain to take her out when she's eventually out there in the battlefield, for sure. And honestly, I don't think I have much else left to say. So yeah, that's going to do it for this one. What do you guys think about Gold Mythic Noor? Are you going to be buying both Battle Pass keys? Let me know down in the comments. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by and for your continued support. Or, if you're new, welcome in for the first time. All of you are very awesome, and I thank you again. And don't forget to hit the bell and switch on all notifications so you know the second I upload to YouTube. I am Beak, and I'm gonna go fly away back to my nest. Until next time, bye guys.